Hey, what's going on? This is the Objective Jerk, and I am said jerk. How's everybody doing? It's been a little minute since I did a podcast. I've been in my depressed state, like legit, like I know, like I have good days and bad days, or whatever. But then I go through periods, and it's just there's no rhyme or reason. It's just, or maybe there is. It does kind of seem like I'm just on this pattern, and it's always like the same time every year. Some people say they get depressed during Christmas. I don't think I don't think it's because of Christmas necessarily. It's just that's when it is. And for me, always around this time, I kind of, like I just nothing, it's just absolutely nothing is of interest to me. I'm trying to constantly find something to occupy my mind and this and that. And, I'll read a book one day and then this, I don't know. It's really quite annoying, but it does kind of seem like it's better than normal because I've just gotten rid of all my antidepressants and everything out of my system. So I still have it. I don't think it's ever going to go away. It's just one of those things, Speaking of my antidepressants too, so it's been like a year and a half since I got my lab work done for the VA. So, because I'm the VA, I have appointments and they make sure everything's good or whatever. I mean, the VA sucks here. If you think the VA is bad in the States, it sucks even worse in Manila. I mean, it's good. I mean, it's nice, I guess, that they have a VA, but it's just they're kind of stupid. They just don't really listen to you. Anyway, so I finally went and got my labs done. I went to I think I talked about it. I was like, you got to wait for appointment, or you don't have an appointment. You have to wait in line, and it sucks. So anyway, so I got it done, and it's like my labs are not the greatest. I'm not, the most healthy, which is kind of crazy because I'm like, gosh, I'm not like unhealthy. I know I don't live a healthy lifestyle, but it's not an unhealthy lifestyle either, But I am getting older and things change. And so, sending the information to the VA and whatever, and they look at it, and my liver is fatty, and it's so fatty that you would think I'm an alcoholic. Like, that's the only reason for it. They're like, oh, you need to cut back on drinking. It's like, I don't drink. So I have all this stuff, and it's like, I don't drink soda. I drink coffee and I drink water. I'll have a soda every once in a great while, and then I'll have a beer. Like, I can't remember the last time I had a beer. I think it was to try the beer that I brewed, and that was just like a sip, a little glass or something. I don't drink. And I don't know. It's just kind of weird. So I'm kind of like thinking they screwed up and mixed my lab results with somebody else. Maybe it's because of the meds, So I'm glad I got rid of those. But now, so I'm just trying to eat less. I mean, I use oil when I cook food. And so I got to cut down on that. I'm trying to use like an air fryer and things like that, But I don't know. I like ice cream, but I don't eat it all the time. There are periods when I do eat it more often than not, but I've really cut that down. But I don't know. I don't know. I mean, my wife did get a care package that had a lot of chocolate, and it seemed like I was kind of munching on that. So that's probably some of it. I don't know. Because I put on a lot. I weigh right now. I weigh more than I've ever weighed in my entire life. But I'm going to the gym with my son, and who wants to go every day. I can't go every day. I gotta have at least every other day so I can kind of rest. But I'm losing weight, but I'm gaining weight. I'm losing fat, I can tell. Because, you can tell the way your clothes fit. But then it's like when I weigh myself, I'm like, dang, man. It's like I've gained weight. Because, muscle. Not that I'm like, oh, but, um, So I don't know. So it'll take a little bit, but I think like a lot of people, you you go through and you're like, oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna change the way I eat and do things, and you do, and then you get to a certain level, and you're like, okay, now I can go back to the way I was, but you can't. You have to stick with it, you know. So, and for the most part, I'm pretty good at not, like I said, I drink coffee, I drink water. Um, I don't know what it is. I mean, I go through periods, I guess. I mean, we do eat out. Like for my birthday, I went to a Japanese restaurant they have here. It's actually they have good sushi. Um, I don't know. I don't know what I mean. It's just I guess I just have to eat like no flavored crap. Because I mean I generally just would eat like I'd do some potatoes, fried potatoes with some eggs or some sausage. Like that's kind of what I'd eat a lot. Maybe that's I don't know. I gotta cut down on the oil, that's for sure. But anyway, so happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Um, yeah, June's kind of a. So I have my birthday, I have Father's Day, and then I have my father's birthday, all in June. Um, so it's kind of not hectic, but plus I don't know. A lot of people have birthdays in June though. But anyway, so that's kind of why I've been not really doing much for the podcast. I don't know, just haven't been in a mood to talk. And then you got all the riots and everything going on, and I'm just like, I just get tired of it. It's not even like news. It's because it's all fake. It's the Democrats, the liberals trying to blackmail the country into voting for a Democrat next election. It's not it's not an organic riot thing. Like you see it. People are being paid. It's funded and through money and through equipment and all this kind of stuff. It's all bull crap. So it's like I'm not gonna get all upset. Oh my gosh, look at whatever. It's all fake. They're trying to get it make crap like this. So then when the next like, oh, if you vote for me, you won't have all this stuff. But it's not gonna work though. People are kind of catching on, and then you have the dude. I don't know what. So the guy who shot and killed, is it a senator in Minnesota? His wife. They shot four people, two couples. And the one couple survived, the other one were killed, and then he, you know, was on the run, but now they got him. But it's like I don't know. I don't think this guy is necessarily a Democrat or a Republican. I think he's just crazy. But then of course you have each side trying to be like, "Oh, look at. Oh, it's Trump's fault. Oh, oh, he was a Democrat." It's like I don't think he was really anything. And then maybe not. I mean, he was crazy, that's for sure. Or he is crazy, still alive. But, like I haven't been watching too much, but the stuff I have watched.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Thanks again for listening to The Objective Jerk. I greatly appreciate it. If you could like, subscribe, comment on wherever you're finding this, and you can also email me at theobjectivejerk@gmail.com. So, hope you're enjoying it, and please continue on with the episode. Like you had the no Kings flyers. Could that have been planted by somebody so he doesn't look like he's, maybe. There's a lot of weird things, just like all the other stuff going on. First of all, it's like, dude, the liberals are the most violent people in the country. Flat out. They are everything in the past 10 years or whatever, it's all been from liberals. Um, they try and make it seem like, oh, right wing and Republicans are so violent. Yeah, you have like Democratic politicians just calling for violence, but that's okay. That doesn't matter. And then, but the thing is just this whole thing is just weird. I mean, there's lots of little stuff, but the two biggest things, again, the what do you call it? The manifesto. Every single time they don't release the manifesto right away, they're liberal. Because every time it is like, without a doubt, a right wing loony or whatever, dude, the manifesto, bam, immediately out there. So his manifesto again, it's there, but why haven't we seen it? So there's that. And then when the press interviews the dude's roommate, who he's been friends with for 40 years, and the way he's talking, and it just kind of seems like it's just a very strange. Nobody sits there and just bullshits with the media, like nobody. And then even when they do, they don't air it like that. Like it just looks like it's from a TV movie or something. I don't know. You know what I mean? It just doesn't look right. And they're just like, oh, well, what do you say about Trump? Oh, is there certain podcasts he listens to? It's like they're just hoping he's gonna be like, oh yeah, Joe Rogan, or you know what I mean? It's all a psyop. It's all bullshit. I don't know. I'm not saying that this guy was a Manchurian candidate. I mean, the dude seems like a psycho. But he definitely did not do what he was doing because he's a conservative or because Trump, influenced him. That's just not it. So I don't know. It's just this non-stop barrage of crap. It's like I mean, I I think it's more likely that he was a psycho. He was being watched, and they're like, "Hey, let's let him do some stuff." Like, there's just someone there like, "Yeah, man, yeah, you should do that. You should do that." Even though he's not really left or white, but they know if he goes and does this, then they can kind of make it look like he's a right wing Trump supporter, and anything to kind of, I don't know. It's really sad just what America's gotten to as far as like the politics and everything like that. It's like they can't. I don't know what's going on. They can't control. They can't control the majority anymore. So they're going just nuts. You know what I mean? Because everybody used to believe everything that was on the news and everything. You know what I mean? But now it's like with people who would question things can, podcasts and the internet, people can look up and find information. And so people are questioning things more. And so now it's like politicians and the media can't spin their narratives like they used to. So now they're just creating straight up, like it's on a whole nother level. And it's just like that's where we're at right now. Like I don't think we would be where we're at as far as, politics and the narratives going on if we didn't have the internet. You know what I mean? I think there are people in power that wished the internet never came about. And I kind of agree with them, to be honest with you. But yeah, you can't, trick anybody. I mean, you still can because people still, I don't know if like the loony lefts though, if they're really being tricked or it's just they just really don't want to believe that they would be on the wrong side. And I'm not saying that, conservatives are the right side. I think Trump is on the right side. I'm not saying Republicans or whatever, but again, that's why I voted for Trump and I liked Trump because he's not a politician. I loathe politicians. I really do. And I don't know. When he's done, I still believe that Vance will run and he will win. After that, it's going to be hard to say. But after that, I don't even know if I'm going to care. I just, I don't know. I'm just gonna, worry about my relationship with Jesus and God and my family, and just kind of do, that's just my focus. I don't know. It's just some of the, so much of what's in the news now is it's just all it's created. It's not organic, and it's just kind of so annoying, and it just gets old, and you get tired of it. You get tired of like explaining things to people, and they just still don't believe it. I mean, there are people that you'll sit there and explain in complete third grade language with, you know, um, evidence to support or whatever, and they still will just like, well, blah blah. They just don't. They won't accept it. And my mom was kind of like that. She would not, because we would have debates and stuff like that because she hated Trump. She didn't know why, but she did. you know, so we would always go back and forth. And whenever I'd kind of challenge her on some stuff, she was like, "I don't want to talk about it." It's like, well, I don't know. I loved my mom, but yeah, she was kind of influenced by some of the stuff that you see. I don't know. It's just kind of crazy, but you can see. I don't know. Or at least I don't know. At least I feel like you can see, and I think a lot of people can notice, but you can just tell when stuff is just bullshit. Like these riots, or who was the guy who was trying to enter? Oh, I want to talk to whatever. I'm a senator, and he got arrested. I don't know his name, but it's like it's all theatrics. Like you can kind of tell when something's genuine for the most part. Some people can't. I don't know, but so much of what the left does, it's so disingenuous, and you can see it, and they don't get it, and oh, let's run with this, and then it falls flat, and they don't know why, and then they don't know why nobody's watching them. They don't know why CNN is crashing. They don't know why. But we told them that Trump was a Nazi. I don't get it. It's like, dude, you can see what's going on. It's like we have eyes. Okay, I don't, I don't, I don't go off of what people, even the people I like and follow. I don't go off of what they say. I go off of what I see, and I try not to get too, um, what do you call it? I try not to jump the gun with opinions about stuff, like I kind of did with the guy. I posted something about a Democrat killing some, or I said a loony left killing some Democrats in Minnesota or something, and I mean, I don't know what the guy was, but so usually I like to kind of wait to kind of, because you just never know. And I'm not saying that like, oh, Republicans would never do that. That's not, but they're like, he was trying to have his own church and all this stuff. And it's like, just because somebody believes in God doesn't mean they're conservative, you know? So that doesn't, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, he's, his neighbor or his roommate. Oh, Trump. Something about those interviews where he's just like, oh, well, they let him talk so long. Like, it's almost like it just doesn't look like, it just looks like it's set up. Just like with what was the one thing where they let the reporters go in afterward into the person's house and you could just see, you see flags. Ooh, look, it's a Nazi flag that's like brand new. It was folded up and just out of the package. Oh, look, he's a Nazi. Just all this stuff. It's just like it's all fake, and that's why the media is dying too, because they perpetuate it instead of reporting on what's facts and what's news. They're pushing the propaganda. And I think on the right side too, they're doing the same thing, sort of. I don't want information to be suppressed. Why is his manifesto not being released? Why is the video of the track star or the kid that stabbed the track star? Why won't they release that? See, that bothers me. That's what bothers me. It should be released immediately. You know, I mean, I guess you could argue, well, when the time comes and they have to have a jury, but it's like they're going to see the video anyway. So what does it matter? I don't know. I know it's just I just don't like it when when people don't they just enough. I don't know. I just don't like the propaganda and all that stuff. It's just kind of annoying. And I think most people feel the same way as that I do. And they're just like they're just tired of it. And it's like so you have what was it? So you had the ICE raids, right, going on in LA because they wouldn't do what the government, said to do, which is deport illegals. So then they had to go in there, and then they're like, "Oh, well, this wouldn't have happened if ICE never came or National Guard." It's like, well, it would never happen if you would do what you're supposed to do. So they're always, I don't know, they're just pissed because they're losing their voters because they're getting deported. But hold on, I hear my dog's barking. I gotta check my camera, see if somebody's here. Nope. Okay. Um, Son of a bitch. What was I talking about? Where am I at? 21. I don't know. It's just I totally lost what I was talking about. Son of a I could go back, but I don't know. Everybody's getting on board. Everybody sees the bullshit. Oh, so it was so ICE and everything. And then so that was going on. And it's like so everybody's waving, Mexican flags and everybody sees like, well, how does that make sense? So then all of a sudden you don't see Mexican flags being waved anymore. It's just upside down America. It's like it's all bullshit. And then this whole no kings thing. It's like, okay, so it all starts like in liberal cities and it's all like just perfectly organized. It's well, they do it in DC, that's where the politicians are. That's when people used to do protest and everything back in the day. It was always in DC. Now it's all over in the Democrat cities because they allow them, because they fund them, and they give them bricks. Instead of rebuilding the places that burnt down to the ground, they use those bricks to throw at police officers. It's awesome. It's awesome. Dude, you could not pay me to live in California. I mean, you could double, triple what I currently get from the Army, the VA, whatever, and I wouldn't do it. There's no way I'd live there. Fuck that. Nope. It's insane. I think I've been to California 3 times. 2 of them was just going to the airport. uh, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I think it's just important to not watch too much of it. I mean, you got to get a little bit to know what's going on, but just don't worry about it. Just focus on yourself, your family, whatever it is you got going on. And, let it play out. I think people just get, and I'm one of these people, but, you get a little, you like to make sure that things are going a certain way. So that's why you get on and check and you see, make sure that, because you saw how crap the last 4 years were. We don't want that. We don't want that, So hopefully, I mean, I'm pretty confident that Vance would win. We'll have another, at least another 4 years of a Republican, and it'll be Vance in office. But I mean, as long as it's not like the far left loonies, if they can get somebody that's like, I'd rather have what's his face, the guy that had the stroke in Pittsburgh, Fetterman or whatever. I'd rather have him be president than like AOC or, it's like, man, and it's just crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy how crazy the left is. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for hanging out. God bless, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, bye. You just put yourself through another episode of The Objective Jerk. Thanks again for hanging out with me. Please email me at theobjectivejerk@gmail.com. Like, subscribe, comment wherever you find this, follow. It all helps. But thanks again, and I'll see you next time.